All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Welcome to React and Chill. On this channel, there's two things I like to do. That's sit on my butt and talk about Babymetal. Doing both those things right here, right now, for you, with you. I hope you don't mind. Now, Babymetal wrapped up their US tour. I don't know why I said it that way. Their US tour, with their last show being at the Intuit Dome in LA. And it was quite the show. Not only was it a great and amazing Babymetal show and a great way to end the U.S. tour, but it was sold out. The Intuit Dome was sold out over there in L.A. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, I think this is the first time a Japanese group has done such a thing there, which is very cool. A very cool thing there. But more importantly, though, how was the show? The show was amazing. The show was everything you could hope for as a Babymetal fan. If you were able to get those tickets and watch it live, oh man, you can hear people talk about on Reddit and X and Facebook praising this performance, praising it, loving it. And there's a reason why. At this arena, they were able to put on the sort of Japanese, the Babymetal concerts that they put on over there in Japan. They had this big arena, all this real estate, all this space that they could use, and they really utilized it. The lighting, the sound, just the energy, it took everything, all the space, it really filled it in. Is what we're looking for. We're looking for a when you go to a Babymetal live show, right? You go to a Babymetal concert. That's what we're looking for. You want that. You want to be able to bask in the glow from the lights coming off the, of the stage there. You want to be able to watch as our three ladies, our three girls, dance and perform these routines. And I say dance routines, but they're much more than dance routines, right? I mean, the way the ladies are animated through each and every single song, which is, by the way, very challenging to do. If you ever try to do one of those Babymetal dancing challenges, give it about a minute or two, and that's it. You'll be winded. If you're 40-something like me, it doesn't take a whole lot. You're like, oh, okay, I'm good. But these ladies, through 15 different songs, and the set list of 15 songs, would perform these, the dance routines with all the different songs here, and it's precise. It's done to the guitar, to the drumming, to be animated with the music and really be like telling a story. That's what's so cool about this, is that like you could see them doing that, and it's like yeah, I get this. I get the energy, and they make the songs. They give it like the kind of fun element that Babymetal is like known for. You think Babymetal, you think kawaii metal. Okay, we get the metal sound, but where's the kawaiiness? Oh, that's right. Obviously from the singing and from the way they emote and animate themselves throughout the songs. There you get that. And of course, if that's what you're looking for, this is a great way to end it here. There are some cool little surprises in this. One, definitely noteworthy, is not only did they perform My Queen, but My Queen was performed for the first time with Courtney LaPlante. I'm not sure if I'm saying the last name correctly there. Maybe not. Very cool. Very significant. Yes. Other thing here, if you are not a fan of the Yankees, you might not like this one here. But since the Dodgers won and Babymetal is a Dodgers fan, well, he went out there and in the skeletal suit he wears sometimes, and he was having a good time. He was celebrating that victory. There was things that were happening that were just not scripted, which is kind of cool, and also kind of telling. What I mean by that, there's always naysayers, and it wouldn't be a Mr. Deadman video if I didn't talk about the naysayers. I always have a tendency to have it do that, right? Okay, there are some people who are not so happy with this concert because there's some problems. You know what, guys? There's always going to be a problem with whatever concert you go to. You know, some people are just looking for perfection, and they see little minor issues. They just let that overcome everything, and that's all they can think about. You know, they can't really see what the forest for the trees there. They get one minor issue, and it's all done. Okay. A fly's in their soup. The soup's ruined. Just take the fly out. Continue eating. Anyway, moving on. I think you get the idea. So the little complaints here is that one, Sue singing at times, but Sue was also clearly sick, under the weather. You could hear it. Not only could you hear it, though it didn't really come out that much. And honestly, like, she performed really good considering that. The fact that, and also the other thing that really shows there is that she's not faking it. You know, she could have just used a backing track for the whole thing, but she's not doing that. She doesn't do that. I mean, she's genuine. So there you have that. You can tell it's 100% her authentic voice because of that there. And very human. Hey, sometimes we get sick. You know, it happens. Even when you're an amazing artist, sometimes you get sick, right? All right. It's going to happen. That was that one minor complaint. I think there was a complaint about like Moab Metal and Momo Metal's mics not being on. I do agree there. Other than that, everything else was good. Dude, they just bring the energy. Okay, they bring the energy each and every concert, and this one most significantly of all, man. Now, of course, I wasn't personally there. You know, I saw the show in Houston, and I know what they brought in Houston. And I'm looking at this, I'm reading about it, taking in the information. I'm like, okay, dude. And I watched it myself afterwards. Thank you for people making that possible there. Okay. So I was like, okay, guys, they're bringing the energy that they brought to your local town if they played in your area, but on a massive freaking scale. Okay. Like, watching that performance, the performance at the Intuit Dome, I was like, this is very close to that experience that you would get if you were to see them in Japan. In my opinion there. Because, like, they have the space, they have that kind of grand look to it. You know? So, very cool. Very cool indeed. So, let's take a look here at the set list. Let's talk a little bit about that. So, it is the Babymetal US Tour, being that... Guess what the opening song is? Of course, it wouldn't be a Babymetal concert without Babymetal Death. That is the opener, and a really good opener. And from then, we have From Me to You, which is a nice, proper placement for that song. I think that sends a message. From me to you. You know, here's this concert. Here's this show that I'm putting on for you. And then following that with Distortion, a very heavy hitter. Yeah. You know what? I noticed these three songs are very hard-hitting. Talk about heavy hitters in the Babymetal catalog there. Okay? So 3 songs in, it's like, yeah, this is baby metal. All right? That's what's going on here. And then, of course, you got Papaya, which is a very fun summer festival song. Metally. A very, very cool song. I really like this, especially with the Kami intros there, the Kami band intros. Very fun. Con. Oh, now this was good. Now this song, it didn't take much. It did not take long for this song to warm up on me. Okay, I really dig like the new metal vibes of this song. It's just really cool. Sunset Kiss. Oh, talk about a beauty, dude. Talk about a beauty. You take Brand New Day, and you just make it even better. You enhance it to like 4 levels. Very good. Song 3, another heavy hitter. Oh, yeah. The only thing bad about that was that Slaughter to Prevail wasn't there. But that's okay. Don't worry about that. Because after one other song, there's going to be another song that has a feature, and it has a feature for the first time. That's right. There's Kauai. Now, honestly, and this is the thing about watching it, like fan cam and all that stuff there, like, I think Kauai worked better. It had to have worked better there, like in the arena, like watching it. That was the one I was like, okay, probably my least favorite out of all of it. But it was like but watching, I was taking notes of like how people were responding to it, the audience. I was like, they're really digging it. They're really enjoying it. Okay, it's one of those songs where you just kind of have to be there in the moment there. Okay, gotcha. All right. Then we got My Queen. Now, not only is this a heavy hitter of a song, but you got Courtney LaPlante there. Oh, yeah. Ooh, dude. The crowd loved that. And it sounded amazing. Very good. Then you got Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta, which, by the way, during this, if you catch it, you could catch a Babymetal, have them take a little sneeze, you know. I mean, people get sick. People get colds, you know. Then, of course, we wrap up with Give Me Chocolate. But it's not really wrapping up here. There is an encore. You know, for people to say that Babymetal is like short concerts, I mean, this is a full-length, proper-sized Babymetal concert. Because after Give Me Chocolate, we get 3 additional songs. Of course, you probably can guess what these songs are. No, it's not White Flame. It's none of that. Of course, you know it's going to be the one. And there's going to be Road of Resistance, which is going to be the closer. And a proper closer. Okay. And then, of course, Headbanger. Yeah. One massive power ballad, the one, followed by Headbanger, and then Road of Resistance. 2 hard-hitting, very, like, crowd, like, I guess what I'm just trying to say here, 2 very energetic songs. I mean, they just delivered the heavy. And then Road of Resistance gets you riled up to, well, join the cause. Yeah. So, very cool thing. Very cool concert. Let me know if you were there in person. I want to know that. And with that said, you guys, did you catch Babymetal live this year? Did you? Where were you? Which show did you go to? Were you chasing them? Were you trying to catch them at every show? I couldn't do that. Houston, that was it. And it was great. I loved it, man. With that said, y'all take it easy and have a good one.